WP. Everyone is born with 1 to 100 tally marks tattooed on their arm. The higher your number, the more valuable you are and the more successful you will be. You bully a kid because he is obviously hiding a low score. One day, he rolls up his sleeve to show an infinity symbol. I'm a 96. My score, determined by a sophisticated owl and tattooed onto my arm at birth, gave me the license to do almost anything with my life. When you have more potential than 95% of the population, with a standard deviation of 2%, nobody questions you. That score, known as a potentiality index, isn't just for intellectual intelligence. It integrates genetic propensity for emotional and physical intelligence as well. I didn't have to study for tests. I was the star of the basketball team. I won arguments easily, tripping up my opponent with logical games and by playing to the crowd. Sure, if I got into a debate with an 80%er who had actually studied the topic, they might be a threat. But could always pull the "what's your score again?" line, and they'd usually shut up and the crowd would give me the benefit of the doubt. Was untouchable. But that was before Lan. He kept his arm covered, not uncommon for those in the lower quartile. He was also quiet. I chalked that up to him saving himself the embarrassment of talking. I almost felt bad for him on the first day of our engineering class. Poor kid would be out of his depth, I thought. 40% of our grade was based on the final team project, making a battlebot that would compete against other teams' battlebots. The other 3 students assigned to my team had a combined score of less than 80, probably to counterbalance my own capability. In our first team meeting, it took me almost 5 minutes to put them in their place. They kept babbling about their ideas for the battlebot. Flamethrower, this, and electric saw, that. But once I rolled up my sleeve to show my 96 tick marks, they shut up pretty quick. Looking over at Lan's group, I noticed he seemed too stupid to talk much. He kept listening to others on his team, nodding or asking simple questions. They oriented toward him, seeming to trust him to guide the conversation. Probably because they didn't have anyone better in the group. After all, I wasn't in it. Our team, meaning myself, went for a high power laser design with an optical setup to focus the beam to a high enough intensity to cut through metal. On the last day of class, the battles commenced. The first 3 battles were easy. Once our bot got in range for its laser to work, all one had to do was press a button and the other bot exploded. It was so simple that anyone of my team could have executed the maneuver, not that I trusted any of them at the controls of course. Didn't notice that Lan's team had made it to the finals until I saw them across the ring. As their bot advanced, I noticed it had both a flamethrower and a circular saw. Talk about uninspired. I maneuvered my bot in range, pressed the laser button. And my bot exploded. Stood in stunned silence as the trophy was awarded to Lan and his team. As they walked toward the exit, congratulating each other, my feet carried me forward. Lan. My voice was hoarse in my throat.